Welcome back everyone and happy holidays. Today I have a lovely Christmas special for you. I am in the mood to play D&D, so that is exactly what we're doing. I have created a one-shot for 4 of my friends, being Vorance, Moncal, Bman and Atlem. They are going to be playing 4 heroes from other Christmas movies who have been isekai'd to the snow globe, a world where Santa resides in the downtime before Christmas. Here they will meet Krusket, our lovely gingerbread dragon, and some of the elves of this town. Something has happened to Santa, and Krampus now rules this world. The aim for them is to find a way to defeat Krampus and rescue Santa. So stay tuned, don't let the snow fog your vision, and let's jump right into the horror well, not really a horror, the celebration of Christmas in the nerdiest way. The 4 of you open your eyes after a brilliant white light and smell of cinnamon fades around you. You all 4 find yourselves standing around a Christmas tree in a snowy village with Christmas lights scattered around. 2 elves peering at you from behind a large dragon made of cookies.
I'm gonna blink a couple of times, make sure that, my eyes are not deceiving me, and I'm just gonna sit here and be like, did I get hit by the dream sand? Where am I?
I don't recognize this portion of the North Pole. Where are we?
Alrighty then, it looks like the Who's this year have gone all out. This is a giant cookie dragon, and I pop out my Steel Defender, aka Max.
Kind of look around at everything and just go, oh, Christmas Town sure looks different. This is quite strange. And then I'll turn and look at the Grinch and go, I see you made your way here from Halloween Town too. I like the outfit. Look very much so like Sandy Claus.
Sandy, what now?
No. The 4 of you are brought here as my chosen champions. We have a problem here in the snow globe. You 4 are powerful enough and have saved your own kingdoms, your own Christmases. I humbly request your help to save ours.
The Grinch is actually going to raise his hands like, technically speaking, I actually stole Christmas and returned it, so does that count against me?
You did what?
Well, it's as long as you found the spirit of Christmas in the end. I think that's what really matters. I come from a land meant to scare, but even I understand the spirit of Christmas.
I think I prefer your word a little bit better than mine.
You mean you're not from Halloween Town?
No, I live on a mountaintop with a bunch of crazy people who are fanatics about Christmas every year. They literally start celebrating it and looking forward to the next Christmas the day after.
Want to trade places?
I don't think that's allowed.
When you finish the mission that I have for you, you are welcome to leave as a group or as individuals. And no, that does not count against you, as you did in fact save Christmas by returning it. But speaking of returns, I would like the 4 of you to help us find Santa and return him here to Belfland.
What happened to Santa?
Krampus. Every year, Santa wages a war with Krampus, but this year, he won. Too many have gone lost. Too many have wound up hurt, and Krampus overtook Santa.
What of the elves?
Krusket turns ahead. Cot and Mott are the last 2. After this Christmas, they will head out and find others. Got and Lot went looking for Santa, but we have lost contact with them.
Just point me in the right direction.
Can I roll a history check to see if the Santa in my world mentioned a Krampus?
You guys are all welcome to roll history if you want. You guys are vaguely aware, well, those of you who rolled 10 and above, you are... Okay, those of you who rolled 10, you are aware there is a contrast to Santa, like there is a negative force around this time. Jack, maybe it's one of your friends from Halloween Town or something. Grinch, Krampus is what some people thought you were. A big, furry, mean person who's trying to ruin Christmas. They have since learned that that is not who you are.
So he's a worse version of me. I think I might like him. Though the kidnapping thing is a little off-putting.
Yes, especially when you can turn even adults into children to take them away. The last we heard from Bot was that they had found where Santa had crashed. We believe that there is a special item there that can help in the fight against Krampus. In fact, we believe it is why Krampus was able to overpower Santa. We need to head south from here. This crash site is at the very southern edge of the globe. Please, save Christmas.
Jack
Wait.
raises his hand in the background.
Yes?
I'm all for saving Christmas. But who is this Santa? And does he know Santa Claus?
They are one and the same. Santa is our world's version of your Sandy Claus.
Ah. Do they look similar?
Larger male, red jacket, fluffy white pom-pom on the hat. Just as the hat you are wearing. And the green one as well.
So a fat man in a red shirt, got it.
Jack claps his bony hands together and goes, "Alright, let's save Christmas."
Is there any objection from Jack Frost or from Rudolph?
Rudolph
No.
said just point him in the right direction.
As you're walking, the little green-haired elf goes, "Do your best, and just be careful. Got and Lot were one of our best friends. The fact that they disappeared means that there could be dangers on the way."
Jack will crouch down and pat her on the head and be like, "Well, keep that in mind, you weird-looking elf."
Weird.
Don't be rude.
Now, I'm sure it's different where
What
he's
is
from.
rude?
So I'm assuming you guys will start walking south.
Yes.
After a good 10-15 minutes of walking, you guys come to an area that opens up into a clearing. You guys are allowed to move.
Oh.
Alright.
Mhm.
No hiccups. Not now.
Rudolph, roll me a dex save.
This filthy snow is nothing to me.
There's a clink against one of your hooves, but it doesn't seem like it caused you any really effect.
Okay,
Can
before
I
I continue.
investigate it?
You can. And what
Yes, Matt.
I was to say, before I continue, since she did warn us it was dangerous.
Mage armor? Okay.
Do I?
Does anyone want to help with investigation? Because it's a hell of a lot of snow around the center.
Hang on, give me 1 second. Would I be able to use shape water on this? Because technically snow is water.
You would be, yes.
Alright. I'm gonna use shape water and I'm gonna have the snow move out of the way. Oh!
He is currently standing half on the corpse of another horse. The two bodies here are small, indicating that they are probably the elves that went missing.
Jack kind of walks up and bends down looking at the scene before him, and then turns to the others and goes, "I guess their Halloween town here too also does Christmas decorations. Though, it seems more fitting for Halloween than it does Christmas.
These are not
I fought against the-
decorations.
Well, where
I
else does
fought
one get
against
dead
the
bodies?
literal- I fought against a literal boogeyman. I don't think I've seen a sight like this.
Huh, I thought Oogie Boogie too. It was nothing more than a sack of worms."
You don't get bodies. People die.
Sounds delicious. A bag of bugs, you say?
I'm sorry, Jack. There's a 19 hit.
Which Jack?
You.
Me? Yeah, 19 hits! Ow!
As you do this, the snow seems to shimmer and grow, turning into more snow. Go ahead and roll it. That brings us to the Grinch, first turn.
Oh, well. That's not nice. I'm going to use a cunning action, and I'm going to take hide.
Okay.
So, rolling stealth.
Oh, there's a lot of those.
They have blind sight for 60 feet.
Oh!
Oh, fuck me. That means I can't.
As you try to hide,
Now you-
multiple of the snowmen turn to look at you. They see you still.
Well, fuck. Okay, then. You frosted bastards! Let's have a little fun then. Since you're made of ice, how about a little fire? I'm gonna use create bonfire right on top of one of them.
Which one?
This one.
That one? You don't get the sneak attack damage because they do know you're there. However, they need to make a dex save. After a negative like that, or their initiative, that would be quite interesting.
My spell DC save is 19.
Yeah, they got a 1. On top of that, as this fire starts to hit up under the snowman, you see it scream and squelch as it like reaches out towards you, its body turning to water. That was super effective. Yeah, do you have anything else you want to do?
I use my bonus action. I can't hide from them, so yeah, that's it. No, wait. I'm sorry. There's still Defender. I forgot Max. You know what? No, since I said end of turn, I'll end of turn. I just need to remember next time.
Skellington.
Jack will just be like, "Oh no, this isn't good." And he'll turn over and he'll face this frosty boy right here. And he'll give a little bow, and he'll tip his hat, and as he does, out will come Zero. And then he'll say, "I agree. It does sound like it's time for fun of what you call these, bastards?" And
Thornwhip hits. And you're going to pull him 10 feet closer, I take it?
yes.
It is there now.
And then, as I don't believe I have any bonus actions I can use, Zero's going to swiftly go forward 5 more feet and make a bite attack at the snowman.
That hits. As he bites, DC 13 strength. The snowman is prone.
I just imagine Zero flies forward and just like bites onto its arm and twists it real quick and sharply and causes it to just topple over.
That's pretty close to what I was thinking as well.
Zero just twisting in the air, putting the snowman on his butt.
There's no just like creaking sound, as if like if you've ever heard the sound of condensing or moving snow that comes from the snowman as he hits the ground hard.
I like to imagine he didn't actually order Zero to attack. Zero just thought the snowman's arm was a stick and wanted to chase it.
More than likely. And that will be Jack's turn.
So Rudolph.
Rudolph, seeing everything that's happening, would be astonished. Hesitating at first, but realizing that action must be taken. And not wanting this one to catch anyone else occupied with other things, he will pull out a crossbow and fire at will.
That hits. As you hit it with the arrow, it kind of looks down, there's an arrow sticking outside, and it just looks back up at you. Almost smiling more. Like creepy snowman smile.
That's totally not demented.
Do you want to do anything else?
And that is all.
That's all. That comes to Jack.
Alright. See, I like to think everyone has the best intentions, but when you come out swinging like that, that's a no. What fun can we have? Okay, yeah, I can make that. So I'm gonna go ahead and move over here, and we're gonna do...
The creaking sound of the snowman turning to look at you.
Gonna do a whack with the quarterstaff.
That hits.
So that's 5. Oh wait, what the? Why is it using my... It's using my strength, not my dex, which I think...
You can change that and reroll that. Yeah, that's better.
There we go. That's better. Yeah. Let's see. Unarmed strike next.
Okay.
That'll hit, I would hope.
Hits.
Alright. That is a total of 10 bludgeoning. No, I'm not gonna spend any ki. That's my turn.
Okay. Now it's the snowman's turn. You just punched this man.
Yeah, I smacked him in the face with my,
Oh.
That... Both of the first 2 hit. Last one, no. Okay. Oh, I have resistance to the cold, so that's...
7 plus 9 is 16.
9 plus... Okay, right. My bad. I'm just double checking.
So that was the one next to you. The guy here is going to stand up, and I believe that takes half their movement. So I'm also going to make him a little bit groggy, so he's going to slam into 0.
That connects.
These guys hurt.
That is a total of 15 damage there. But now this one here. After getting shot, it feels a little bit of revenge. So it's going to do that too. At the reindeer. Do those hit?
Yeah, all
Damn.
but all but 2.
Oh, fuck.
So what this mode is, he just throws 3 snowballs at you. First one hits, second one misses, but the third one hits. And they seem colder than normal. And that brings us back to the Grinch.
The Grinch just saw all these things attack, and he's just like, well, this is rather confusing. I don't know which one to hit first. Yeah, I can hit almost any one of these. But I don't like the one that's standing the furthest away. I like, no, I don't like you.
creaky sounds as the snowman just turns. Like the whole body turns to face everyone. And just like rotating like a statue. This is a dex save. That one didn't make it either.
Okay.
So as that happens, Rudolph, you in particular, as you see the snowman sort of like turning away from you, its body suddenly bursts into fire and starts to melt. A similar creaking, almost hissing sound occurs as it turns to water. That is 2 snowmen down, 2 left.
So Max is going to just run up to the snowman that Bman was attacking, and he's going to use Force Empowered Render.
Ooh.
Is going to hit.
Yeah, as you hit him, it does take a large chunk of snow out of his side, and the snowman sort of like its head creaks and looks down at the metal dog before it now. Is there anything else that Grinch wants to do?
That is it.
That brings us to Jack Skellington.
Jack will take a step closer and go, "Oh, so I see you decided to hit my dog, but it's okay. I'm not mad. Let's shake hands on it. Come on, be a lad." And as he extends his hand out,
As you extend the hand out, the fire starts to melt some of the snow, and it seems a bit shaken by that.
and then, following it up, Zira's gonna bite at his other arm.
That hits. As Zira grabs that and pulls it out, the snowman just sort of collapses in on itself, turning into more of like a slushy effect on the ice. And Zero now has a free snowman arm in his mouth, like a happy boy.
Jack will pet Zero, and that'll be the end of his turn.
Rudolph.
Jack, are you alright?
I've been better. Might just have to put some ice on it.
I'm perfectly fine. Thank you for asking.
Not you, Jack. The other Jack.
Wait, both
Are
of your
you
names are
okay,
Jack.
Maybe. Definitely stings. I could probably put some ice on it later.
I'm gonna go to
Just pick up
Jack,
some snow.
and I'm gonna say, where does it hurt, friend?
I'm imagining I've been like, what did they even? They just been slamming into me, right?
Yeah, as they slam, it would be kind of like almost like frostbite starting to spread across your skin, like frozen ice. Because of what you've gone through, it doesn't seem to spread too much, but it's very clear that it's still affecting you.
Rudolph's going to place his hand where it seems there would be frostbite and say, hold still. And he will give you some good 3rd level healing because there are no spells in that spell slot area.
Oh wow. Okay.
23 health, that's not bad.
Hot diggity damn.
It'll be like a red light that's rather warm but not hot, almost like there to get rid of the frostbite, so to speak. And he's going to look towards the snowman, and he's going to quicken a cantrip and say, I don't know where you came from, but I must take care of you. And he casts Word of Radiance.
That does it. So as this radiance occurs, as your nose starts to glow, it almost completely engulfs the area. When it fades away, the snowman is just gone. All of the snowmen have sort of faded away, and everything sort of starts to return back into the peacefulness.
Hmm.
Where I'm from, the ice is usually my domain, but here I feel completely out of my element.
But are you well?
Yeah, I'll be okay. Thank you.
Good. And what about the 2 of you?
I'm fine.
I'm just a little confused. Citizens of Christmas Town were never this violent before, and I don't think I've ever seen Heartless take the form of a Frosty before.
I'm sorry.
I don't
What?
know the words in which you speak, but it seems that our worlds are very different. I don't think that we're encountering things that you would find yourself familiar with.
No, they weren't quite the right color, nor did they have that distinctive mark.
I'm investigating the corpses to see what killed them.
They have been overrun with frostbite, similar to what you were experiencing. It is safe to indicate that they and their steeds were killed by this man.
Well, it's safe to say we took care of whatever disposed of these poor souls here. We should probably get moving.
I agree, though I feel it would be best if we send word back to the town what happened to the elves.
We can do that when we finish.
Do any of us have an idea of where the sleigh might have been heading from where we are now?
They said south, so fortunately we have 2 diverging paths. However, my vote is we should go the straightest south possible since they didn't give us an indicator of that, because if it's slightly off, then we should see it still.
Well, using your best judgment, where do you think we should go? Be guided, friend.
Oh,
It's also a touch.
alright. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and use that now. I'm gonna roll me a survival, see if I can't find anything that would be an indicator of that. Or can I roll nature
will
for that
place my-
instead?
Since it's a
Disturbance
compass
is nature.
direction, it is a survival check.
Okay, that's fine. 12, and then I'm gonna
You
use
are
that
guided,
for-
friend.
That's
So it's
14.
It looks like they were stopped in the middle of their way, but based on the angle, the southernmost one is in fact the path.
Looks like the path that goes further south is probably our best bet. I say I'm gonna start walking.
I shall trust your direction, Jack number 2.
That is a good
You could just call
question.
me Frost.
Which one of you two would be older? Considering you're a skeleton, I think that you'd be the eldest, though. We don't quite know when you passed, nor how you seem to be walking about while past.
Well, where I'm from, it's natural when one passes to become a denizen of Halloween Town.
These
I once
different
looked
worlds
like him.
truly are expected.
Though, not quite so soft.
Flip that.
I don't like the way you said that, friend.
You guys take not very long to walk down this way.
I'm sorry. I scrolled to the right, and I saw that, and I couldn't help but think of the song.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Thank you, Moncal.
As you guys are walking up, it is very clear that this is the crash site. Some of the deer run around scared of interacting with you, keeping away from the sled.
So, if the stories are true, Dolph, didn't you pull the sleigh?
What do you mean, didn't I? I still do until I was brought here.
Wait,
Any idea
Are you-
what Santa?
sorry, continue.
Do you have any idea of what weapon might have been carrying? He says this with quotation marks.
I don't know. This world and mine are different.
So what you're saying is there's probably another reindeer running around here with a red nose.
Probably.
But we should find that reindeer.
Rudolph will look to this deer and say, "Do you speak?
It just sort of looks at you. Vaguely.
What happened here?"
We were flying to deliver presents as always. Something went wrong with Santa. A darkness covered the sleigh and dragged us down.
It is the Heartless.
Next thing I know is we were here and Santa was gone. But there's something weird with the presents.
Weird how?
They ate Rudolph and the glowy gold orb that Santa always had.
Glowy gold orb?
They ate the reindeer.
Jack just casually reaches over and takes the red nose off of Zero's and slips it into his pocket.
Rudolph is going to look at this present here on the ground, and he's going to shoot a crossbow at it to see what happens.
It hits the present, it goes flying and just tumbles to the ground. It was just a normal present.
Can we see this person over here?
Roll perception.
Perception, you say? Gotcha.
But what was that, Rudolph?
He's going to ask the deer or reindeer, did all the presents try to eat Rudolph?
No, I only saw the one as it was finishing up his
still
last
here?
tooth. Yes. It's over by those rocks. You don't see the figure.
Can Zero roll perception?
Yes, the dogs are welcome to roll perception. Zero can kind of see the energy and is sort of pointing it out to you. Like you're saying, there's something over there. The Steel Defender doesn't really see anything either. This is a whole new world to that robotic dog of yours.
Jack's gonna clap his hands and excitedly go, "Someone else from Halloween Town!" And he'll start making his way over, almost skipping as he goes. And then as we get over here, Zero will start to fly around with the ghostly girl and kind of like nuzzle up into her and try to like comfort her and stuff.
She's sort of like sitting there crying.
Jack will crouch down and get down on her level and be like, "What's wrong, little one?"
Mommy, Daddy, they were crushed.
They were crushed. By who?
The sled. She points over here. There is a woman half under snow and rocks. But that's not the
Oh.
worst. Mummy pushed me out of the way. But something was weird. I
Weird
bumped the
how?
presents, and then everything was wet and cold. Next thing I know is I was different. Nothing. I felt nothing anymore.
Jack will look over to Zero and he'll be like, "Stay with the girl. Keep her some company, Zero. For now, I believe that I and the others try to figure out what is up with these strange presents. Is there anything else you could tell us?"
I was by Mummy when it happened. But there's more of them.
More of Who?
More of the weird presents. They ate some of the deer. Rudolph, I need you to roll me a strength check at disadvantage.
You said a saving throw or a check?
Saving throw. Give me the saving throw. You break free quite easily, but it's weird for a present to stick to you.
Now I'm confused. He's going to burn it.
Oh.
Not really, just word of radiance.
That hits.
That's
He doesn't make it.
Weird.
Instead, it's going to retaliate and try to bite you.
Yep.
So for clarification, as you see this, Rudolph, a present the lid opens and all you see is teeth and a giant purple tongue reach up and try to bite you as you step
I
away.
knew it.
Fuck that.
It's with this world.
At the movement of that one trying to bite, the other two sort of open their lid, exposing their tongues.
Ah, that's gross.
Jack is still trying to internally decide on whether or not these things are heartless.
That comes up for Jack Skeleton first.
Well, seeing that one has just tried to attack Rudolph, and he doesn't want to see Zero's hero die in front of him, going to point out his little bony hand. Firebolt. This is 25 hit the present.
It does.
God damn.
It singes up and all of the wrapping paper on the outside's peeling up now, and you see more of like this purple fleshy body.
Ugh.
Jack kind of just pulls his hand back a little bit and recoils and goes, okay, you were right. Definitely not heartless. And that will be Jack's turn because Zero will be preoccupied protecting the little girl and keeping her safe with a bite attack prepared if anything gets too close to her.
Completely fair. That brings us to the Grinch. You guys, I will say you guys are able to smell a mix of like burning paper and flesh.
Okay, so the Grinch is going to tell Max, get a present. And Max is going to run up right in front of this thing and try to take another bite out of it.
Okay, roll for attack. That hits.
He is, this time, he's going to take another cunning action to try to hide.
Okay, roll your stealth. You're hidden now.
He's just going to sneakily slowly just try to move in closer. But he's going to stay where he is once he reaches his maximum distance. No, wait, I forgot. Bonfire! And it is against my 19 spell saving DC.
He doesn't.
So he takes 20 fire damage, and then my sneak attack is the 25. So he
that's
takes a total of 45.
So,
Jesus.
damn. As you hit that, this thing catches on fire and almost ignites. A couple of the other presents sitting around its feet also ignite with it, which adds to the flames. Its wrapping paper is peeling away, the skin is bubbling, and it's got more of that horrible paper and flesh smell.
And that's for killing a little girl, you dipshit.
God damn it, Moncal.
The only Christmas movie where a character probably would be cussing would be the Grinch. Can't argue with me on that.
No, that is fair.
Yeah, no.
Is there anything else you wanted?
That's it.
That brings us to Jack Frost.
Alright. How much movement would it cost me to get up on this sleigh?
I'd say about 10, because you could probably like push yourself up pretty easily.
Yep. That one seems pretty toast, so I'm gonna get these guys to kind of chill out here. How do I want to do this? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna cast Frostbite on the one in the back over here.
Okay.
He needs to make a Constitution save.
Fun save from a minute present. 9.
Yeah, he is taking full damage on that.
So roll me the damage. So 13.
Oh wait, he should be. Oh wait, no. Spells you cast control resist the damage type. In addition, when you roll a damage for a spell you cast that deals damage of that type, you can treat any one on that die as a 2, which I did roll 1, so that's
So
14 damage.
An extra damage.
Yep. Let's see. Do I have any other? No, I don't have anything else. I don't think. That's my turn.
Then that brings us to the mimic presents. Oh, the one under Rudolph is going to try to bite him again. There's a 20 hit, Rudolph.
Close.
You now have a mimic attached to your shin. Then Max is also going to take a hit from the mimic in front of him. Does 17 hit your dog?
Max, yeah, he does hit Max. I just wanted to look at his. Yeah, his natural armor is 15. Okay.
10. 15. This like present's almost bouncing along the ground, making its way over. It's going to use an action to dash and do that. So it's now flanking.
That one had a pogo stick.
Yeah. Now we're up to Rudolph. How do you get this thing off your ankle?
That's a great question. I think I am going to Sacred Flame.
Go ahead. As this flame hits this present, there's no searing sound. There's just a sudden release on your ankle, and its ashes scatter across the ground. There is no more mimic present under your feet.
And I'm going to win the spell and Sacred Flame this one.
11. So as this bolt of golden red light hits this present, both of these two and the dog to see it get thrown off sideways, turning to dust. There is no more mimic. And I deleted the one that had the mimic on there, so oops.
That'll be the end of my turn. Actually, no. It doesn't have to be the end of my turn.
Oh?
Because twinning is not a bonus action. And is anyone hurt because I was gone?
I'm still suffering from the snowman.
The dog got hit as well. The metal dog.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna use Healing Word.
On which dog?
Zero gets 10 health.
Is there anything else you want to do, Rudolph?
That is all.
That brings us to Jack Skellington.
Jack leaving Zero behind, since Zero will just keep its attack prepared. If anything gets too close, we'll walk on over next to Rudolph and just kind of nod at him and be like, these presents are quite distasteful. So I'm going to Thornwhip. Does an 18 hit?
It does hit, yes.
And then that will do 13 piercing damage and pull him 10 feet closer to me.
Please
Okay. Alright, and then I'm going to Quicken Cast. It's a 13 hit.
It does.
18 fire damage.
This one was unburned before, now its wrapping paper starts to peel up and it's very singed. You see similar blisters appearing on this one that was on the other two. And it's almost like flailing its tongue from the pain.
Jack will just kind of like wince a little bit and be like, they don't even quite look scary when in pain. They're just gross. And that'll be Jack's turn.
And that brings us to the Grinch.
Cunning action. Hide. Jesus Christ!
I'm going to specify, I'm only going off their passive perception for this. They have 11, Moncal. They aren't even going to see you in the next life.
And bugbears have a thing. Long-limbed.
Yep, 10-foot reach.
You made him a bugbear. That's fucking glorious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That does hit, yes.
And this is going to do...
8 piercing.
I also have extra attack.
Yeah, he doesn't need it. Right as you jam that dagger in, the flailing goop and tongue go limp.
Oh, did I kill it? Good.
It is just laying there dead as a door now.
So, are we going to rummage through the sleigh? Because he was going to steal stuff from the sleigh, but he's like, no, wait, rummage through the sleigh.
Jack will raise his hand. I'll get to looking.
As that happens, the little ghost girl walks over. As Zero listens to his master, he's following her. And she sort of tugs on your tails of your coat.
Jack will turn and kind of like look underneath his arm at her.
She just points over in this direction. That's the shiny. You got rid of the monsters. Thank you. But with that, she kind of like smiles and disappears.
Jack will kind of have a saddened expression on his face. And Zero will let out a little whimper, trying to sniff around for her. And then Jack will just pet Zero and stand up. And will be like, it's okay. I'm sure wherever she is now is better than here. You may even see her again. You never know. And with that, Zero will kind of just poof for now, going back into Jack's hat.
Rudolph, you also would have heard the comment and see her pointing towards the something that she called the shiny.
I'd like to go take a look.
Sitting on the ground above the wrapping paper and in some of the remains and dust, there is a small golden shimmering Christmas ornament.
I'd like to pick it up.
You can pick it up and add it to your inventory if you want.
The shiny.
The shiny.
Well, looks like we have what we came for. Now the question is, where's Krampus?
So, you're telling me Santa has been fighting out an evil version, a more evil version of me, with a Christmas ornament?
They did say it had some sort of power that he used, so it's probably not any ordinary Christmas ornament.
Still, of all the things, he uses a Christmas ornament, not a sword, a blade, something that I don't know could stab a man.
You concern me.
Now, I'm sure he's got his heart in the right place.
Well, it used to be the size of a peanut, so...
He raises a finger to say something and just, nope, never mind.
So where do you guys want to go next? You have unexplored halfway, or you can return to the village now that you have the item and find out what next to do.
I vote turn to the village.
Let's go find the giant cookie dragon and see if he has any snacks.
I can make you some ice cubes to chew on if that helps.
Actually, you got any glass?
once again, he looks like he's about to say something and then stops himself.
So Jack walks over and actually picks up one of those bottles. And walks back over, handing it over to him, and is like, "Here you go, Grinchy."
Thank you, Jack. You see, all of a sudden, he just opens his mouth and just bites into it like a drumstick, and just starts chewing on it. Not bad. That makes a pretty good glass here.
I forgot how gross the punch is.
This is perfectly normal for Jack.
We've had the votes of going back to village. Everyone ready to head back up?
Yes.
Yes.
Where Grinchy goes, Jack is happy to follow.
So it took you about 15 minutes, so you guys spend a good about 20 minutes walking back, right at the bottom of the map, by the way. As you guys approach, you can kind of see the dragon almost pacing back and forth between the two buildings. But when it sees you, it stops and smiles. Welcome back. Did you find the item? Did you find our elves?
Unfortunately, your elves, we found some evidence of what might have happened to them. We got ambushed by some rather twisted snowmen, along with it a couple of bodies.
On the bright side, they'll make for excellent decorations around Halloween time.
I will ensure they get buried in honor to what they tried to do. I sense
Well, how would they scare anyone if they're buried?
The dragon goes to say something and then stops, a little bewildered. I sense Santa's presence with you. You have the item?
We do.
I am glad. That means Santa will be able to help overpower Krampus. Thank you. But I will have to send you out again. The only path to where I could last send Santa is to the west. It loops through the dark forest though, so be careful. Not all of the Christmas trees are happy about being decorated each year.
I don't think any tree would like to be cut down and its corpse being used as a decoration in some person's home. At least I wouldn't.
Well, no, you wouldn't just have them just simply stand around as decorations. They would have jobs and stuff and a life to live outside of just Halloween time.
Yes, but you see, after being cut down, that's literally a slow death, and then you have someone just decorating me to look pretty while I just slowly die in front of you?
Well, yeah, but eventually, your skeleton gets back up and it starts to move around.
Sadly, that might be the thing that happens in your world, but in most worlds, trees just die.
We're barking up the wrong tree here.
There you go, Jackie!
That's fair.
Wait, what was that?
I'm gonna slap Jack across the back of the head for that pun.
That is fair.
Yeah, fair. I'll take it.
Lives are at risk here, and you have time for jokes like that.
Exactly. I can offer you a short rest here if you wish, but I feel that time is of the essence.
Well, then by all means, let's get going.
As you head west, the path seems to almost loop around, changing its direction, starting to head north. You guys are free to move along here. There is creaking sounds in the forest as if something's watching.
Can I roll perception?
Yes.
Yeah, roll perception.
Yeah.
Here we are for perception.
You're welcome to.
I'm gonna do something else, actually. I'm gonna cast Speak with Plants.
I'll be honest, you guys are all surrounded by trees.
Yep. So,
Question,
Yes.
and this isn't to be super technical, but out of personal curiosity for Bman's ability, would Speak with Plants work in a season where most trees are dormant?
Yeah, it would. It would just potentially piss them off.
well, because I'm talking to them. It's not like I'm.
You're talking to people who are asleep.
Yeah, Jack is going to say, do not worry, we're not here to harm any of you. We're just trying to get safe passage. That is the only message I'm going to
Please,
relay
please.
across with that.
As you do that, does a 22 hit ya?
Fuck, yes!
The tree
I'm the only one
itself.
that's taking damage today.
You know the
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
As you do that, the tree sort of stands up. It's groggy. It looks half asleep. And it just looks annoyed. Go ahead and roll some initiative.
Oh boy.
That was
You're gonna
bad.
keep this up all session, aren't you?
He is. I don't realize if you've seen the name of the tree.
Chris Madchunt.
God.
Also, Atlem, I literally made a list before we went into this session about freaking Christmas-themed puns. You can't
Go
stop.
ahead, Grinch. You've just seen this giant tree throw a rock.
Okay, so I'm going to use my cunning action as usual.
Mm-hmm.
We're going stealth. See what we get.
Yeah, you're invisible to it.
Yeah, I'm going to be moving here.
Mm.
So I am going to be doing my little stabby stab.
Okay. That hits. I'll let you do the second attack before I add this up.
It's nitty.
16 just hits. So that's 56 damage there.
Plus the piercing.
It is resistant to piercing, yes. It knows you're there now. Is there anything else you want to do?
I'm gonna tell Max to heal because I don't want him hurt. And he's just going to look at the tree and it's like, why are you so mad?
And in response, we'll just hit the Grinch.
Yes, this hits.
Both of them do?
Yes, they hit.
Do you have
Uncanny dodge.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, yes, I forgot about that. I will, well, since they're both the same, I'm going to use it on the either one. So, okay, 26 damage.
Comes to Jack Skeleton.
So seeing this happen before Jack, and watching his buddy Grinchy take 2 large clubbing arms to the face, he's going to stick out both his hands.
I'm assuming twin spell.
I don't have twin spells an option.
Oh.
But I'm going to be casting this at 6th level.
Oh, Jesus, fuck.
So
If it's a plant, creature, or magical plant, it takes a saving throw at disadvantage.
14.
Yeah, that does not meet the DC of 19, and it takes full damage from that.
Which
And then
is
I'm going to
43.
quicken cast.
55. Parts of this tree start to rot and crumble away.
Is it still standing?
It is still standing.
Quick cast. It's 21 hit.
It hits.
There you go.
Pretty sure this is vulnerable to fire. So the remains of this tree, as it's standing here, starting to crumble away, just start to burn up and turn to ash. The giant turret just scatters across the forest floor.
And as it crumples and scatters, Jack just sticks up his fist and shakes it at it and goes, and that's what you get for hitting Grinchy!
Yeah, you're shot a deer.
Jack's rubbing the side of his temple that's probably, like, bleeding because he got hit in the face with a fucking rock.
Big rock at that. But are you guys ready to continue forward?
Yes.
For the final showdown? That as you guys start moving forward, I'm going to actually move you over first.
Oh.
Before I start this.
Yo, what the fuck? Krampus looking dope.
Yeah, you guys come up to a peak, but as you're standing here,
Oh.
I found a perfect song for him.
The lies you've told, the sins you hide have drawn me straight to you. I carry chains that sing of
As you're standing there, Krampus turns around and walks to the edge. A smile comes up and he goes, I was waiting for you.
So you're Krampus.
I love the aesthetic, but I don't see why people thought I was you.
You better not have hurt Sandy Claus.
That's right.
I smell your fear so bittersweet it
They start with the Grinch.
You tremble as the floorboards creak, you know that I am there.
Let's jingle these bells.
He is standing at the edge of the cliff, but he is tall enough that
Okay, so going to take a little bit. That's going to be 20 feet to get there, up to the ledge. Not fast hands. Second story work. Okay, cool. Climb faster than normal, your climbing no longer costs you extra movement. In addition, when you make a running jump, the distance you cover. Okay, cool. So, first, I'm going to run up to this cliff face. That's 15 feet. And I'm going to crawl up it. So how high is that? 5, 10 feet?
I'd say it's 5 up. and then the next one's 5 up. So effectively he's about 10, 15 above you.
So I'm just going to climb up. That's going to be 20, 25, and 30. And from here, he is going to just look up at Krampus. Now you see me? Hopefully you don't. Look, after dealing with the fucking snowman that could see him, he's like, look, he might be seen. So,
Go ahead.
hell.
He's gonna use a legendary action.
Oh fuck! He has. Why wouldn't he?
I see you.
Yeah, well, fuck you.
Tonight I'll feast on guilty hearts beneath the winter skies.
And as my action, I'll just stay right here.
Are you gonna attack or anything?
You know, no, because I've used all my movement to get this far, and while yes, I have 10 feet of reach, it's not going to get to him.
No. Because it's 5 up and 5. Yeah.
So I'm just going to wait for everybody else to get up here.
Okay. That brings us to Jack then. You poor dogs. Poor Max.
I hope this music royalty free.
The person who came up with this actually has downloaded via their membership, so that's how I got it.
Nice.
Yes. I will also be tagging them in the description too, so they also get credit for it.
Fair. I figured you had it covered. I was just making the joke.
I want to hear this song by itself, I'm not gonna lie.
Am I able to climb up this wall?
Yes.
Okay.
I think you'll have a little bit longer to climb though. Or it'll cost you a little bit more to climb. So that would be... yeah.
Alright. And then stopping here, I'm gonna look up at him and be just like... So, did you hurt Sandy Claus? I'll ask you this one time.
Don't worry. Santa is safe and sound.
Okay. Well, first, I have to say,
Boy, you need to make that calm save.
Con save?
yes. I pinged Blight. What is...
I think I'm bladed. It's half the damage.
Yeah, I should ping that one as well.
Oh.
That's why he had advantage. Half damage.
Okay.
So 14, 7, 7, 15, 30, 41. 40
Oh.
up to there.
And then through another quicken spell, he'll just add... I know this is not effective, but still. But through quicken spell, He'll just look up at Krampus and be like, oh, and as Grinchy said, fuck you.
Dak!
Advantage.
Why
I'm
do
glad
you-
that was an advantage. He just sort of laughs.
Yeah, unfortunately, that doesn't.
He's also next.
Oh, fuck. Punish the naughty!
Yeah, I'm on the naughty list.
Lotus. No, that's the one who just tried to swear.
Swear at him
Both did,
first.
though.
Yes, but this one. I use that as a symbol. Oh no, I can't do that one yet. Do you want to know why I can't do that one yet?
Because you
Well,
haven't
I am
addressed
shallow.
anybody yet.
Yes, he's going to use that on the skeleton first.
Oh god, he's gonna make Jack living again.
Oh, fuck.
A charisma saving throw?
Yes. You
Does Jack
effectively.
become a small skeleton?
He's
Wait.
he's sure.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Let's do
Blue,
it.
What?
I'm going to save Jack.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to tell him to duck, and I'm going to give him a flash of genius.
Oh.
So my intelligence modifier is a 5, so therefore it goes from 16 to 21.
It's meat to beat. It is meat to
Hey.
beat. You saved Jack from that.
Nice.
Nice!
Good shit, thank you.
Talk about some Christmas spirit.
Krampus sort of like grits his teeth. Hello,
Where's he
you.
going? Oh.
Where else would he be going? Who's
Oh,
next
no.
in line? And that was the action. So, yeah. That is it for his turn. Rudolph, before you start your turn, I want you to roll me a perception. The orb you're holding is glowing brightly and vibrating.
I kind of figured this was gonna happen.
What do you want to do with it?
I'm gonna pull it out.
You see, the second you pull it out, Krampus's eyes like almost go to a sneer, and he glares at you, almost as if giving you the feeling of "I'm going to kill you. Get rid if you use that."
I'm gonna use it, whatever that implies.
Throw it at him. That would just be a straight strength check, or an unarmed attack or something, anything like that, because you're right in touching distance.
Okay.
As you do that, it hits him. His body's engulfed. There is a drastic weakened state. And Krampus sort of like is shaking almost, and he's just glaring at you. Fixed.
Was that my turn, or was that just a thing I did?
That was a bonus action.
Okay.
So you still have your full action left.
Alright. I don't know what you did, but I'm gonna make sure it doesn't happen again. And I'm gonna tell everyone to brace themselves.
Oh, fuck.
And his nose is gonna glow bright as fuck.
This is
Like the sun is freaking here. And he's gonna cast a radiant burst in his fucking face.
Is there a save with that or no?
There's a 19 Constitution save. And I'm going to set the radius so that it doesn't hit anyone but him.
Okay. I am going to slightly modify him on the fly. Because of that orb, he's also losing access to some of his abilities. Con save. 26 still makes it. Half damage and isn't blinded, but that's still 20 damage. He sort of like holds his hand up and covers his eyes and sneers at you almost. And is going to use his next legendary attack to smack you with a chain.
Oh fuck!
Does a 17 hit?
Unfortunately.
The other thing to be aware is that you're grappled. You will have to roll a strength to escape. DC of this is 20.
Do I roll it now or later?
You can roll it now. You are currently tied up in his chain.
Okay. That takes 17 damage, and that was my action.
And that was the second
So-
legendary for this cycle.
That being said, that's the end of my turn.
And that brings us to Jackie Boy, who's right next to you.
Alright, I've been thinking a lot about this. I'm going to use 3 sorcery points to use my heightened spell. He takes disadvantage on saving throws to resistant effects.
What was that, sorry?
Heightened spell. When you cast a spell that forces a creature to make a saving throw to resist its effects, you can spend 3 sorcery points to get 1 target of the spell disadvantage on its first saving throw made against that spell. Because the spell I am about to cast needs a saving throw, and I'm going to be...
Yeah, because of what Rudolph did, it nullified his magic resistance, so yeah, that would push it to disadvantage.
Yep. Cone of Cold, and I'm going to be casting it at 9th level.
And you ignore resistance, which then means if it's an immunity, it comes down to resistance, so okay.
Alright, so I need a spell save DC 19 from him.
Or...
Ooh, so he's still only taking half damage from this, but
Hey, what's
see
half
what
damage?
half that.
51 divided... So 52 divided by 2 is 26.
Alright, and then I'm spending... Give me a second, because I'm not done.
Yeah, so I said 26.
Yeah. Another 2 sorcery points for Quicken Spell.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast... sorry. I don't know why that's saying 14, but I'll switch it on because I'll probably fix that. Yes. Alright, Frostbite. He needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
And... Is that the same as before? The effect? At disadvantage? Or?
No, that was only for the Cone of Cold. Unfortunately, I think that just means he was
On a failure and disadvantage on the next attack. Yeah. There's only if he failed. So he resisted that one.
Unfortunate. So that was my bonus action. That was
And if I'm remembering right, legendary actions reset at the start of the cycle.
they restart at the start of his turn. If memory serves me correctly. That's DM's call, but that's how I remember it from Celasta and from the rules, because I was actually looking at legendary actions myself today. Yeah, that's unfortunately my turn. I tried.
Okay, that brings us back to Moncal with our Grinch.
So my manager's looking at this.
Did you just...
Does have Rudolph still in his chain?
He gets ticked off. So he kind of stomps back down.
I went through all that effort to get up to you, and you just...
Flanking?
He gets Mac in flanking position and still using the cunning action to hide.
Uh-huh.
See what my stealth does this time.
And this is not a advantage. He doesn't see you this time, he is preoccupied with the others. And that
So
is
I
Alfred
go-
is legendary for this turn.
So I go to stab him.
And you have sneak attack damage that time. Okay.
Stab him in the butt.
21 hits. So it's 30.
Okay. Stab him again.
Okay. That hits.
And I wait, hold on, let me see something right quick. You hit a creature with an attack before the spell ends, the weapon gleams. Oh! Well, I am going to use a branding smite along with this.
And I believe that's a bonus action spell, isn't it? It is. So there's another 2d6 radiant on top of that attack.
Wait, casting counts as a bonus action? Oh, never mind, then I can't cast it. I just used my thing to
order.
cunning action.
I mean, technically speaking, you could have used it with your first attack.
He used his bonus action for cunning action.
Ah, right. Never mind.
So that's still 10 damage. He is below 100 now.
So yeah, he takes only 10 damage from that one.
Is there anything else you want to do, Mr. Grinch?
I'm going to stay right to where I am, because I have used everything.
Okay, that brings us to Skeleton.
Jack will kind of stand on the edge of the cliff and like gently rasp his skeletal fingers on his chin and be like, "Oh, I know. Why don't I remind you why I am the Prince of Halloween and the Pumpkin King?" And then at 9th level and heightened casted,
Oh shit.
and then I'll need to add another D10, I think it is. Yeah, another D10 for heightened casting, right?
I think so.
I thought hiding.
Oh no, that gives it disadvantage.
Yeah, he has disadvantage if he has the saving throw.
Disadvantage on the saving. Okay.
Which would be 19, not 16. Don't know why it showed 16 there.
So it should be 19. And it is a wisdom save. With disadvantage.
Yes.
Only half damage.
Half damage, but that's still a lot of damage. That's still, so 54.
And while concentrating, can I quick and cast a cantrip?
Three,
You should be able to.
Okay.
27. Okay.
And then oh, actually no, I cannot quick and cast, so that will be my turn.
Oh, wait, you can't?
I don't have enough. No, I don't have enough sorcery points left.
Oh,
Because you guys haven't
See,
really had any rests or anything yet.
see, I did the smart thing, and I held mine back in reserve.
Krampus is breathing very heavily right now.
Oh, but I know what I will do is my bonus action though before the very, very end of my turn. Rudolph has Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. But Krampus's turn is next. And he is going to stuff Rudolph into his sack.
Oh my!
It sounds really bad, I know. So I'm gonna give you this symbol as if you were kind of like somewhere else. And he's just sort of gonna smile.
Atlem, your mic's muted, by the way.
I think he knows.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna end his turn there.
I'm assuming I'm just out of the fight?
No,
Like, what happens?
you can fight from inside the bag, because the bag has a health and an AC. Which ironically...
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes life extraordinarily easy.
I have an idea if we can't get out of this. It just got to the into my sack you go right as you did that. That's fucking hilarious.
Accidental timing. So what does Rudolph want to do? Inside the darkness of like a black fabric sack.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm on his back, so I'm assuming I'm in this direction, right?
Yeah, he's roughly throwing you in his bag.
Okay, so I will move my token here if that's okay.
That's fine.
Alright. I'm assuming I can't see, right?
You are currently a child right now, so your strength check, because when you get thrown in the bag, yeah. You're blinded, restrained, and effectively you have disadvantage on strength checks.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna feel around until I can feel the back of Krampus's back.
Okay.
And when I do, I'm gonna press my nose up against it.
Oh fuck!
Oh
Okay.
dear God! He's gonna fire a Kamehameha wave at this man
And I'm
again.
gonna fire a Kamehameha wave out of my nose.
Kamehameha from the feet, nah, go and
So
get
to
shit
carry
on
that
this.
through, that tears through the bag, melting it. And you need to make a con save for him, which is just neutral right now.
Oh, it goes right past him.
No. Okay. Hold on a sec. Half damage, and isn't blinded, but still, the bag itself took damage, so he is now sort of taking damage across his back. There's a light, hits his back, and burns up him.
Yeah. So, you guys want to hear the amazing part?
What's that?
I don't have to cast this again so long as I keep my concentration up. My nose is non-stop glowing, and I'm ready to machine gun this shit. But that's not all, my dear friends. Because I am Rudolph, and Rudolph is Rudolph, I am going to use my angelic form.
You're what?
Which is
Yeah.
my angelic form, which is a divine soul sorcerer feat, where I now have spectral wings floating from my equine back, and I am using it as a bonus action to go 30 feet in the air, and I am ready to rain down sun hell on him the next time my next turn comes around.
Oh, thank you for moving out the way. You're gonna make this next part for me way
So that bag is also gone, so he can't use it anymore. That's your little angelic form symbol.
Thank you.
God damn.
You fucked with Rudolph.
Rudolph is now
own the reindeer games.
He is now a centaur Pegasus.
Oh god, that's horrifying to think about. Because all I can think of now is all I can think of now is if the Pegasus from Hercules had a fucking centaur.
If Hercules, it was the Pegasus.
So imagine this. This child centaur just flew into the air with divine sparkling reddish golden wings. His nose is glowing like crazy, and he has the most serious I'm about to fuck you up look on his face, but he's a freaking kid.
You will, now that the sack is gone, you will slowly age back out over the, as it goes back to your normal time.
Alright.
Oh god.
Alright. For me, second verse same as the first. 3 sorcery points for heightened spell. So he has disadvantage on this. And let me see. And Cone of Cold at 8th level this time.
Disadvantage for the save. Constitution.
Yep.
Sorry.
That is 46 of cold damage.
This man is not saving. 46.
Matt, I mean,
Yeah.
Bman, your adept thing. Don't you get to reroll ones or to
Oh,
make
yeah,
your
that's
mums
right.
do?
Oh yeah, so that's 9, so that's 47.
47.
Yep.
It's 47
and then,
divided by half because he's still resistance. He's no longer immune.
yeah, so that's still 23.
47. 4 on the 7.
Unfortunately, that's not going to wrap this up, but here's a stocking stuffer for you. 2 more sorcery points. And I'm going to do Frostbite again. So I need another con save. Yep.
Just at normal this time.
Yep. So, damn it, that doesn't do anything either.
And with that, he is actually going to also use a legendary action.
Oh, fuck.
And move half his speed. What is your speed? Hold on, sir. 1 second. I'm looking at his sheet so much and I've forgotten his speed.
I can just hear Atlem mentally face-palming at all these Christmas puns.
The funniest thing
you're
is,
fine.
I guess I should mention this. As Krampus stands there, a swirling energy forms around him and he lifts up into the air. He is now 20 feet in the air.
Oh, motherfucker.
So, Bman, I just want you to know, I have a 9th level spell slot with a very overpowered spell waiting in it that I was told I'm allowed to use at the very end of the game.
Yeah?
It is now that point.
No, it's not at that point
Not
yet.
just yet.
But, I have reserved an idea of what I'm going to be using it for after hearing all of these puns.
Oh, fuck.
That brings us to the Grinch.
You're gonna make me waste. You're gonna make me use a spell, and that's gonna take an action. Actually, God, this is annoying. I need someone to make him. You know what?
You can prep an action and hold it.
No, the thing is, he's 20 feet in the air, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't get in the air. You know what? I don't know if this will help any, but screw it. I'm going to cast Enlarge Reduce.
On what?
It's like, it's either I'm going to use Enlarge on myself.
Oh god.
Okay.
You're hoping it increases your reach.
Yes, that was what I was hoping for. But I have used my action, so I can't fucking hit him.
Yeah, it's, as you enlarge the target size doubles in all dimensions.
So, oh god, I have a 20-foot reach now.
Uh-huh.
So I am going to look at him dead in the face. Going somewhere. And can I make an attempt to intimidate him?
Yeah, I'll get that to you as a bonus action. Because it's a wisdom save, right?
Yes.
Well,
Good attempt. And then he's going to... 20. It's up here now.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
you're still running away.
Jack.
Alright, is he still floating in the air above
He
me?
is still floating in the air.
Okay. Jack's just gonna look up at him and be like, you know, typically, it's not smart to run away. And he'll stick out his hand. And at 8th level,
Con save.
God dang.
Half damage, so that is 50 down to 25.
25.
Some of his
And then
clothes
he'll-
start to ripple and turn to dust, but he's still standing there, glaring down at the skeleton. This man is not saying anything. It's almost like he's
Jack-
trying to hide how much he's hurting.
Jack will then kind of turn and look at the tall, grinchy man and be like, alright, go ahead and get him. And I'm giving him Bardic Inspiration.
The Grinch Bardic Inspiration.
Yes. He has 1d10.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep. As this is still there, he is going to land right beside you. Move up. So he's almost looking directly at you. So hit you. 2 of those.
Jesus.
Ow. All those hit.
51 damage there. And after that last hit where he gores you, he just smiles. Which almost reveals that his teeth have blood like curling through them. This man is much more hurt than he let on. Rudolph!
Rudolph's gonna fly a little bit closer.
Oh, do I make a strength save now or later?
Do the strength save now. You'll have to do 2 of those, by the way.
You can do it.
I don't know, man.
Remember,
I
you also
literally
have
can't.
you have the
Do it.
Grinch's Flash of Genius, remember?
Wait, how much is a Flash of Genius?
I'd have to cast it on him again, but it will be
no,
plus 5.
Yeah.
You... Plus 5.
I failed
still
both, even
fail.
with the Flash of Genius
Yeah,
taken into
so you are
account.
now wrapped up on the chain. Oh no. Yeah, you are now kind of like tied up in his arms. This man is still big enough that you will miss the skeleton if you aim at him though, Mr. Rudolph.
On Christmas Eve I've come to claim what's long overdue.
I'm gonna fire another beam at him.
You hide have drawn me straight to
Okay.
you. I carry chains that sing of pain,
Con
a
save.
sack of broken cries. Tonight I'll feast on guilty hearts beneath the winter.
So it's still half damage, isn't it?
Yeah.
He is just tanking.
And
As
I'll
that-
point my finger at him and oh, he's dead.
Yeah, he had 1 health. As that happens,
Oh,
Krampus sort of drops the skeleton as he's hit by the flame, and his body sort of like almost starts to contort, changing, shrinking down. A now unconscious Santa lays at Jack's
I
feet.
knew it. I freaking knew it.
Jack just kind of looks down. Sandy Claus?
Rudolph is going to fly over to Santa Claus and land next to him, and he is going to dump a 7th level Cure Wounds on Santa Claus.
As your glowing red nose seems to fade, Santa opens his eyes to Rudolph?
What happened?
He almost sits up too quick, but as he does, a golden orb forms in front of him. It's the same little golden orb that you shoved at Krampus, and he puts his hands around it and holds it close to his heart. I thought I'd lost this.
You did. We brought it back.
He sort of looks around. Maybe we return to town so that I can explain everything?
Yes.
And by the way, Mr. Sandy Claus,
Yes.
I just thought you should know you did kill a little girl and her family.
Don't.
We can fix that.
Also, quick question. Is the giant skull on the edge of that thing important?
I was just thinking it would make a great decoration too.
How about no?
As you guys return back to the village, Krusket's waiting and urges you all to go have a good rest for the end of the night. After a couple of hours, the sun finally fully sets, and you guys are told to meet at the Grand Tree. Things seem lighter here. There seems to be laughing. The dragon sees you and comes over. Merry Christmas, my dear champions. You saved Santa and returned him to us.
You could have told us, Krampus was Santa.
Would you have tried to save Santa if you had known that he and Krampus are one and the same?
Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, absolutely. Would have been a little bit more urgent about it too, if I'll be completely honest with you.
Maybe I'll do that next time it happens.
What do you mean next time?
What do you mean next time?
This is not the first time that Krampus has overpowered Santa. It is why the ornament was born. That ornament holds the hope of everyone around. The children, the parents. It's his way of fighting the darkness that lies within. Some of you had to face the difference between Christmas and Halloween, or how your heart had to go 3 times. But look at them. Look at how happy the Moncal to have him back. To have him be himself again. Krampus and Santa, 2 sides of the same coin. A curse put on him that he bears that no one else can. And this dragon opens their wings fully and bows, their head almost touching the ground. I thank you, champions, for saving Santa and for saving Christmas in the world.
Happy to help, but who the hell is evil enough to curse Santa?
Fate.
It is a real right bitch in this world. A man who does nothing but good is cursed to live with a demon inside of him, and once a year the bastard can has a chance to get free when all he wants to do is spread joy and cheer to children. A bitch.
Didn't like Christmas.
I never said. Well, I learned to like some of it. The food is absolutely amazing. Some of the people can go right off and fuck themselves as well, but for the most part, I like it.
I must ask, after you saved Christmas here, is there anything I can do for you as a way of thanking you before you head home?
I'm personally just glad I could help.
I don't need anything. Seeing Santa back is good enough.
The Grinch is going to sigh and just like, the little girl and her family. Can you bring them back?
Sadly, I cannot undo fate.
Rudolph's ears perk up for a second. Did you say wish?
I did.
Rudolph is going to ask their names.
Orica, Desmond, and Olivia. The elves that passed were Lot and Got.
And on this day of Santa's return, let them be here with us once more.
As you do this, a golden light, rippling with red from your nose, radiates from Rudolph, As this light starts to fade, you see the parents standing there with their child, fully in the flesh. You see the elves hugging their, over by their friends, but they're over there with the other elves who are almost in tears, thinking that they're never going to see them again. You all created a Christmas miracle here. And
We'll
you're able
just
to
say that that was my Christmas wish.
You all created a miracle here. And that's going to be how we draw this campaign, this one shot to the close, to the end. You get to spend the rest
Can I
of the
say
night
one thing?
celebrating. Of course.
What is with you people and all these damned Christmas buttons?
I'm going to go through. Is there anything you guys want to say to those on YouTube watching for Christmas?
Do something nice for
Yes.
someone this year. And if you're home alone, and if you're down by yourself, if something traumatic has happened, don't let your past dictate your future. Christmas is a time where you should celebrate with whatever family you have or whatever good feelings that you have left. Make it a holiday to remember. Don't make it something that marks your life forever.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, or whatever Yuletide celebration you go with, or if you don't at all, enjoy your day off from work.
Just remember, kids, Krampus is real and he will stuff you in a sack.
It's a message from Jack. Remember, just because someone's passed away doesn't mean they can't make for a great Halloween decoration. Have a Merry Christmas, everyone!
Messed up.